Welcome back to the Passion for Cars channel. In today's video we are renovating this old unused garage of ours into a unit which will be where the rest of the videos will be from. So to not waste any more time, let's just get straight into this. As you can see, this garage has just been filled with just rubbish on top of rubbish. This is an accumulation over years and years, we're talking nearly a decade, of just old furniture and old used items. We've got everything from treadmills to old drawers and cupboards. We've even got old wires and old TV aerials, along with a bunch of dirt and especially a lot of bugs. And I mean a lot of bugs. So the first thing we did was hire a van, obviously, to take all of that rubbish and dirt to the recycling centres. So just showing you here that we've got a lot of like spider or bugs repellent, which was definitely needed for this garage. And also here's us taking this heavy, very old treadmill. No point even trying to keep it to see if it works, but it was definitely heavy getting it into the van. And you'll see just in a moment how packed the van is already. So here's a little progress update after getting some of the bulk of the stuff out, such as the treadmill and some of the old infested carpets. You can see the roof here as well, it's all full of these little branches and stuff like that. We're just brushing away all the dust and all the other stuff as well. We were thinking of probably putting the treadmill in the next run because of how full, as you can see, in this garage right now. So off went trip number one to the recycling centre, where we can essentially offload all of that rubbish and dirt and all those old stuff, so we can come back and get rid of the rest of the stuff in the garage. While they were doing that trip, I got on with getting the rest of the work done, which was to build a new gate. That's not part of this video, but I thought I'd just add this in the meantime. Once they were back, it was time to get the rest of the stuff and rubbish into the van. This was kind of sad to see, but basically we found these old shelves with some dead baby birds inside. Yeah, it wasn't the nicest thing to see. Clearly they had been staying in there, but over the years that it's been that we haven't even touched this garage, there's been all sorts of life in there and also some deaths. So it's actually day 2 now. We didn't record the end of day 1, but essentially this is what the garage looks like with everything out of it. All the rubbish was emptied the day before. We gave the van back, and now you've got an empty but clean garage. I say clean, but what we have to do now is essentially get all the dust out of it and pressure wash everything down so that we can get rid of all the dust, and once all that's done, it will be ready for paint. Once everything was brushed down, it was then time to pressure wash everything. This is so that the dust can settle, we can get rid of all the little minor dirts that we've missed out, and essentially have it ready to be painted. Once pressure washing everything was over, this is what the garage looked like. It looked a lot cleaner, a lot brighter, and we definitely got a lot of the dirt away. We just still got to paint everything and essentially do the little tweaks. Right, so by this point it is day 3, and as you can see, a lot has been done that essentially wasn't recorded because the recording failed. But essentially what happened is we got started with the painting, and we used this paint sprayer gun, which to be honest was awful. It couldn't really take the paint on its own. We had to combine it with water to make it work. It was very patchy, but eventually we got it done. And as you can see in the background as well, we're building our worktop and shelves in the back. We kind of chose to do both at the same time so that we can get this done as quick as possible, as we all have jobs and we're trying to get as much done as we can while we're here. It may not make sense to you what we're trying to do, but as the video goes on and as time progresses, you'll see exactly what this worktop looks like and the ideas that we came up with. So this is now day 4. So essentially what's happened is we've got the painting partially done. It still needs a couple of coats because the spraying gun was very patchy. Now here you'll see only Madge and Sham, because me and my brother, who are the other two, we were in Belgium for the F1 Grand Prix, a Spa Grand Prix. So that video is actually already on the channel as well. I'll have it linked in the description below, or just click on the channel, you'll see the video there. It's the second video we've done on the channel. So on day 4, Madge and Sham, they finished off painting the walls, making it a lot nicer and clearer. They also painted the roof and also painted the garage floor as well. Once the painting for the walls and the roof was done, the very last thing to paint was the garage floor. So we got some garage floor paint, and we chose to go for this grey colour because we think it looks the nicest. And the garage is really coming together now. From what it used to look like to where it is at this point in the project, it was very, very good to see, and especially for where it looks like at the end. You now join us on day 5, where we are now done with the painting. Me and my brother, we're back from Belgium, so we're all back together, the crew. And now what we're going to do is essentially put up all the little tools and tool holders. Once we got the tool holder stuff done, what we then did is essentially get our light working. Now we didn't want to run like an official sort of electrical line to any sort of mains or anything like that. So what we did is we bought this light, which essentially has a plug that you need to obviously plug into. So what we do is we run an extension cord from the house to the garage whenever we need to use the light, because we're working in the garage about once or twice a week. So we just get an extension line out, run it from the house to the garage, plug it in, and you'll see exactly how it works in a sec. We could just explode.
Hey! And it's quite bright.
It's really bright.
Howdy.
And this is the final result, final part of the video. As you can see, we've got everything set up the way we wanted it to. We are going to do a little bit of touches here and there, a little bit of memorabilia, and buy some stuff. For what it will be used for, I think it's pretty obvious, but as you can see, we've done this garage up pretty quickly, and from what it used to be like to what it is now is honestly insane. This doesn't mean that the work is over. We have got some stuff to do, but as for the video, that will be it. If you did like this video, then make sure you do hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. We've got a lot of content coming up, content that you probably would not have expected. Make sure you also ring that bell so you get notified as soon as we upload. We'll see you on the next one. Take care and peace.